This video is part of a double feature. Don't forget to watch its other half, which I'll link to at the end. I know we've all heard of Alcatraz, a solitary life on the far cliffs, perfect and complete banishment. The dangerous draw of the word alone is strong enough to pull you here, but it probably doesn't make you think of this. If you're a native English speaker, that is. So, what am I talking about here? Are we still on solid ground? What exactly is an Alcatraz? What does this word mean? And where does it come from? It's clearly not English.
Y si ya hablas español y si ya sabes la solución.
Really ask yourself why this word even belongs here in the first place. The reason will surprise you, I promise. Why, John? Why? His mother asked. Why is it so hard to be like the rest of the flock, John? Why can't you leave low-flying to the pelicans, the albatross? Why don't you eat, son, your bone and feathers? I don't mind being bone and feathers, Mom. I just want to know what I can do in the air and what I can't. That's all. I just want to know. 1775. Spanish explorer Juan Manuel de Ayala y Aranda is sailing through San Francisco Bay when he names one of the islands
La Isla de los Alcatraces.
The name we now attach to the infamous rock where the gloomy prison rests. It's really just a tourist attraction now, but also an impressive bird sanctuary. That's going to be important later. As an officer in the Spanish Navy, Juan Manuel was among the crew of the first Europeans to enter San Francisco Bay. And what did he see there when the view wasn't painfully obscured by fog? Birds. That's right. To this day, the entire Bay Area is home to many different species of seabird. Some are migratory, and some are all-year residents, from gulls to guillemots to gannets. Gannets? Now I think we're getting somewhere. Because the modern-day Spanish word for gannet is, you guessed it,
Alcatraz.
Alcatraz. And if you know anything about the history of Spain, then you can no doubt identify the Arabic origins here. Alcatraz, meaning something similar to the diver, and gannets famously dive. You get it? Solved then. Juan Manuel de Ayala must have seen gannets. What a voyage of discovery that was. So Alcatraz Island was named after... Wait a minute.
Espera un minuto.
It couldn't have been. Alcatraz wasn't named after gannets, because neither today, nor to our knowledge, at any time in the 18th century, could you even find gannets in San Francisco Bay. Which is hardly surprising when you think about it. Gannets, after all, are typically North Atlantic birds. And we're over here on the Pacific coast of North America. Sure, don't get me wrong, gannets would no doubt have loved the rocky outcrops and turbulent tides the bay is famous for. So could we be talking about a possible lost colony? Native avian aviators, fleetingly glimpsed through the fleeting fog by a fleet of Spanish sailors? Okay, let's not get blown off course. That is not what happened. Can we please stop the conspiracy? Stop it! You know I'm easily distracted! I have sensitive skin! Okay, let's bring it back to the fundamental question. If that's not where Alcatraz got its name, what was Juan Manuel inspired by? What is an Alcatraz? Stand to center. The elder's words sounded in a voice of highest ceremony. Stand to center for honor was the way the gull's foremost leaders were marked. Of course, he thought. The breakfast flock this morning. They saw the breakthrough. But I want no honors. I've no wish to be a leader. I want only to share what I've found, to show those horizons out ahead for us all. He stepped forward.
I think he's a genius.
Alcatraz. Let's look at the word again for some clues. If we're not talking about gannets and gulls along the Californian coast, maybe we can find our answer somewhere else. Perhaps along the incontestable span of the winged Voyager? Our blue planet's Prince of Clouds? You know him, you love him, the albatross. Alcatraz, albatross. The words are similar. The vowels are all in the same place. Oh, and that al prefix is a telltale sign bringing us back to an Arabic origin story. The truth is, these words likely share a watery connection. We've already seen Alcatraz the diver, and sure, some albatross species do in fact dive. But what about the Portuguese word
Alcatraz.
again from the Arabic, referring maybe to a clay pot? Or what today we would call a bucket. A bucket? A bucket. Yeah, I've got to talk to my editor. Jonathan Livingston Seagull, said the elder. Stand to center for shame in the sight of your fellow gulls. It felt like being hit with a board. His knees went weak. His feathers sagged, and there was roaring in his ears. Centered for shame? Impossible. The breakthrough. Oh, they can't understand. They're wrong. They're wrong. To be centered for shame meant that he would be cast out of Gull Society, banished to a solitary life on the far cliffs. One day, Jonathan Livingston Seagull, you shall learn that irresponsibility does not pay. So let's wade out a bit farther. Imagine, if you will, a seabird native to the Pacific coast, found in San Francisco Bay, with some distinctly bucket-like features and an appetite to fill said bucket. You see, over time, the word Alcatraz, from two possible origins, referred to three, possibly more, different bird species. Gannets and albatrosses, where the word derives from diver, and, as you've probably guessed by now, our low-flying friend, the old bucket-faced pelican, where Alcatraz is a reference to the animal's distinctive mouth pouch thing. I really don't know what it's called. Jonathan Seagull spent the rest of his days alone, but he flew way out beyond the far cliffs. His one sorrow was not solitude. It was that other gulls refused to believe the glory of flight that awaited them. They refused to open their eyes and see. Listen, you magnificent frigate bird, this video would not be complete without you. For the very same reason as the pelican, you were also called Alcatraz in your time. But, like the gannet, and unlike the pelican, California isn't really your home either. You can blame Spanish colonizers in the Caribbean about 300 years before Juan Manuel de Ayala for your bucket handle. Yeah, bucket handle.
Los Alcatraces.
That Juan Manuel, the original Birdman well of Alcatraz, saw, and from which the island gets its name then, is a reference, despite what modern Spanish says, not to gannets, but to pelicans. The Californian brown pelican, to be sure. Wise old bucket face.
There's a bird in short left center who's suddenly become a star.
1-2. Benson hits it toward the pelican. A pop-up, shallow left, and it's going to be caught by Ramos. Sprinting in, tumbling over, he makes a catch. All the while, the penguin just sitting there.
So there you have it. Alcatraz is, and always was, Pelican Island. At least to the Spanish explorers. So if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. This is the end of the video. Unless, of course, you'd also like to know why snow leopards are called ounces. I would too. Which is why I made a video on that very subject, which you can and should watch now. It's right here.
Merci.